Hey, so today I wanted to share the newest acquisition that I've got. Now I'm very excited about this, but first of all, there's just something that I have to get off my chest. Now I've noticed this in the vinyl community and in fact in a few other online communities as well. Something that's highly troubling. It's referring to an item that you wish to obtain as a grail or a holy grail. Now, this is very, very problematic for obvious reasons, I would assume. Now, if you know anything about history, Holy Grail has all these connotations of basically Christians going and oppressing other cultures, specifically during the Crusades, which was when they were trying to overtake the Holy Land. And the Grail, the Holy Grail. I'm sure you've seen the Indiana Jones movie. Hopefully not, but I'm sure you've seen it. Now, Holy Grail is part and parcel to all of this. It was something that they fixated on, the Crusaders, something to basically justify all the atrocities that they basically wanted to inflict upon these other peoples. So I find it very problematic, very troubling, very disturbing that this term is just used so, without even thinking. They're just throwing around this term, which is just full of hate, resonances of oppression, and it's just very, very, very problematic. All right, so to this. Now, I'm sure you recognize this cover. It's iconic. It's a very famous album. It's called In the Court of the Crimson King, an observation by King Crimson, which is the band, King Crimson. Now, I'm extremely excited that I found this. As you know, I've been collecting vinyls for, I'd say, at least 4 years, 4, maybe 5 years even. And I have never yet found this in the record stores yet. Now, I primarily, as you know, listen to cassettes for most of my day-to-day listening. However, I feel that there is kind of a warmth to vinyls that you just can't get with all the other formats. So I'm very happy to have this. I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this album is kind of a cornerstone of art rock, late 60s, early 70s. Basically when they took rock and roll music and kind of made it a little bit more sophisticated, adding like classical elements, jazz, stuff like that, kind of making a little bit more intelligent, if you will. It's also known as progressive rock, progressive as in liberal, intelligent, etc. So what I've got here is an original Canadian pressing. And I'll just open it up for you so you can see. So we've got black vinyl, and I actually prefer black vinyl to vinyls of color. I find it sounds a lot better, actually. It's usually a bit cleaner. You can see if there's any scratches on there easily. And like I say, it's just a better all-around listen, in my opinion. Okay, so to go back to the cover here, classic, iconic cover. I'm sure you've all seen it on Reddit or whatever. This one is not a gatefold cover. It's just a single envelope sleeve, which is cool. They did have one with a gatefold. It folds out, and there's some interesting stuff inside their additional artwork. But you know what? I'm happy to find this, and for $40 Canadian, it's kind of a steal, really, especially for an original pressing like this. Canadian pressing, did I mention that? Okay, so that's the gist of it. I've been looking for this album, like I say, for ages. So I'm really, really excited to give this a listen, put on the headphones, maybe take some of my anxiety medication, and just relax. Just let it all envelop me, the sound envelop me. It's stereo, I'm just super excited to get into this, and I wanted to share it with all of you. So if you like the video, please subscribe, follow me on Tumblr, etc. So we'll see you next time.